From the heart of West Africa to every corner of the world, watching tonight. Welcome to African Stories and Histories. Tonight, we journey into the giant of Africa, Nigeria, a nation blessed with oil, culture, strength, and over 200 million voices. But behind the drums of celebration, behind the noise of politics, lies a long road of leaders, promises, victories, and disappointment. From the days of independence under Nnamdi Azikiwe to the power corridors walked by men like Olusegun Obasanjo, Muhammadu Buhari, and today's leadership under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is not just a story about power. It is a story about a nation still searching for its true destiny. So wherever you are watching from around the world, sit back because tonight we open another chapter of African stories. Tonight on African Stories and Histories, we are not visiting a country. We are visiting a battlefield of power, where presidents rise, soldiers overthrow, and a nation keeps bleeding hope. This is Nigerian story since 1960. Let's go. 1960. The chains of empire fell, and a young giant stood up in Africa. At the center of that newborn hope stood Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, a gentle voice trying to unite a nation carved by colonial knives. But hope did not last long. In 1966 came with gunfire at dawn. Bullets interrupted democracy. The First Republic collapsed under the weight of ambition. The throne was seized by Johnson Aguiyi Ironsi. He tried to hold together a country already cracking, but power in Nigeria rarely sleeps peacefully. But power in Nigeria rarely sleeps peacefully. Soon another soldier took command, Yakubu Gowon, and the land drowned in the flame of the Nigerian Civil War. Brother against brother. A nation eating its own children. 3 million lives whisper in the grave. Then came thunder. Mutara Muhammad arrived like a storm, bold, fast, and fearless. But storm attracts bullets. Power moved again to Olusegun Obasanjo, a soldier who briefly returned the crown to civilian. The people voted, and Shehu Shagari sat on the seat of democracy. But corruption grew fast in government halls. Then the soldiers kicked the doors open again. Muhammadu Buhari marched in with iron discipline and harsh decrees. Yet, power shifted once more to the smiling chess player of Nigerian politics, Ibrahim Babangida. Promises were made, elections were held, and then history's most famous Nigerian election was erased. Chaos followed. A brief civilian shadow appeared, Ernest Shonikin. But shadow did not rule for long. There came the year of fear, the iron fist of Sani Abacha, tightened around Nigerians' throats. Prison filled, voice disappear. After the darkness, Abdulsalami Abubakar opened the gate for democracy again, and history played a strange tricks. The old generals returned, Olusegun Obasanjo. This time, wearing a civilian smile. Years later came Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, a quiet leader whose time ended too early. Power then rested with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, a man whose name sounded like destiny in a country addicted to struggle. Then the old soldiers returned once again. Muhammadu Buhari, promise of change, echoed across the land, and now the crown rested with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But then the streets still ask the same question. How many leaders will Nigeria survive? Because Nigeria is not just a nation. Nigeria is a battle of dream where hope refuses to die. Listen and listen very carefully. Question asks, and it goes, how many leaders will Nigeria survive? Because Nigeria is not just a nation. Nigeria is a battlefield of dream where hope refuses to die.